Good morning. Up for my run, the first in about a week. Well, 6 days. Had serious chafing after the Heathrow run last Tuesday, so not actually been for a jog since. I'm not that keen on treadmills, so I'm going out for a plod, just in a local park here in Shanghai. So maybe just a couple of K. We'll see. So I found this small park on my walk last night, which will serve as an ideal little jogging route while I'm here. Not that scenic, not too many landmarks or sights to see, but anyway, it'll do the job. Clearly quite a popular spot with the locals. Ni hao.
Are you from?
苏格兰人。对，我在上海4年。好的。对不起，我不会说中文。谢谢。Elderly couple playing badminton. People like to get up early, get healthy, which is nice, especially the older ones. But I'm really here to see lots of people walking around backwards in their pyjamas, but yet to see anyone. In fact, I'm probably the one that gets closest to that. How's that? Nina? 煮过了吗？Well, that was a nice short 5k to start the day. Unfortunately, my watch failed, but it doesn't matter. The main thing is to get out of bed and do something anyway. So anyway, that's my hotel behind me, Courtyard Marriott, or Pushi Wanyi, Hengfang Lu, Puchi Lu, as the taxi drivers would know it, or not know it, like the guy in the park. Okay then, get ready. Go and see what breakfast is like. This is the sort of thing that annoys me about some hotel lists. These key card slots, it is like threading a needle sometimes. Oh, that was first time. Most of the time, honestly. It's a pain in the arse. Anyway, it's a bit negative. The lounge area, much quieter. Well, the lounge is a much nicer environment than the breakfast room downstairs. It's quieter, just that bit nicer, but selection seems a little bit less, but it's fine because I'm not a big breakfast eater. So I think I'll be up here for breakfast anyway. So heading down now to meet our distributor in the lobby, then getting a train to Kunshan, a city just outside Shanghai. So should really prepare a little bit for my meeting. Tiger! I'm a tiger!
今天去上海，没事，来方便。
不会啦，我这不是害你吗？我办事有做不靠谱。
Seems to be busier than breakfast yesterday. So a reasonable meeting with Tongju, Angela. We went to Kunshan, where the office was. Must admit I'm feeling fairly knackered now, and now have to meet a company downstairs in the hotel lobby. So I'll push on regardless, and I don't know, maybe even get out of dinner arrangements and give myself a bit of free time and an early night, hopefully. Anyway. So I got here just outside M on the Bund, going to treat myself. It's always a special place, so I've been looking forward to it, and they're fully booked on Wednesday, so tonight's the only opportunity, so I may as well enjoy it. So the lamb leg arrives, quite stuffed up with a meze, but anyway, I'll give it a good bash. Really new mates. Just finished my meal at M on the Bund. Fantastic, amazing atmosphere, lovely food, great service, and it feels like you're taken back in time, but I don't know, about 90 years. But the place has only been open 20 years, but for Shanghai that's an institution really. Down behind me is the Bund, that's the old style, the old British banks and customs house, and the Peace Hotel in the background. And then across the river we've got Pudong, and even that's developed a lot in the last 20 years. In fact, 30, 40 years it was just paddy fields, but there's the Oriental Pearl Tower, the Shanghai Tower, and Jingmao. But yeah, it's a special place and the best view in Shanghai, and in my opinion one of the best restaurants in Shanghai. It's a treat though, couldn't afford it every night and I couldn't eat as much every night, but really glad I came, and just would have been nice to share it with someone, but I've shared it with my phone, so that's well, a blessing, and at least I've had myself to look at in the phone as well, so that's now I know what you all have to put up with. Well, I'll just give you a proper view now. And for Shanghai, for a street to be untouched. That view would have remained the same for a couple of hundred years probably, whereas this is changing all the time. Here's the Shanghai Oriental Tower, that was there. I think it was the late 90s on the left hand side, and directly in the middle, the third tallest that you can see is the Jingnai. Now that was the tallest at 88 floors when I lived here. And the one on the right hand side, the tallest building is the Shanghai Tower, and that certainly wasn't here, and it dwarfs everything. In between that is the Shanghai World Financial Center, the blue building that looks like a bottle opener. In fact, that hole in the top was due to be a circle. It's a Japanese investment, but the Shanghai municipality didn't want a circle in it because it looked too much like the Japanese flag looking over China. So I know that because I was involved in the lift and escalator project for that building just before I left in 2005. It's great to go on a river cruise down there, but I won't have time this time. It's really special. And of course, the Chinese flag. And him on the bund itself. Fantastic, one of the highlights of my trip. I just never tire of that view. Now heading back to the hotel along Nanjing pedestrian street, main shopping area and very famous street in Shanghai. You can certainly feel the anticipation here for Chinese New Year. Everyone, well, I've noticed at the station, people travelling home, mainly the building workers, where there's no logistics, and the office workers still working. But yeah, there is a buzz about the place, and certainly an anticipation, particularly with the taxi drivers who won't take you anywhere for less than 100 RMB. Hence, well, it's about £10. Hence I'm walking, and that's the spirit. But I'm glad I managed to get to Nanjing Road anyway, and yeah, ticking the places off fairly rapidly. Well, it's another late one, unfortunately. I've just finished catching up with all my work emails. It's midnight. I was hoping to get to bed earlier, but took a bit of a detour on the way home. I'd lost, well, my phone went out of battery, and I had to give it my best guess, which wasn't that great. So I've clocked up a few steps though, and there was a very helpful young Chinese guy who was going to actually walk me all the way back, but I said that just pointing me in the general direction would suffice. Just didn't want the awkwardness of walking 2 miles with someone and not knowing what to say, and it would put him out, of course. So anyway, it's been good. I've kind of got my love back for Shanghai. It was good. I felt a bit odd yesterday, but today, yeah, everything went well. Another busy day tomorrow. Hopefully get an earlier night, but I do have a dinner with a distributor. But anyway, I can always sleep on the flight on the way back, and I'll be jet lagged anyway, so doesn't matter as long as I have enough energy to get through each day. That's fine. But I might leave the run or the swim till a bit later tomorrow, in between meetings, because I need my sleep, and not till 10 that I've got to be at the meeting, so leave here at 9, and so get up at 8:59. Okay, good night then. Thanks for watching.